Hi, so this is the first episode of my supper club series. I think I'm loosely inspired by supper clubs from the Midwest, but it's just kind of a way for people to gather around food as the central concept. And the way I'm doing it is it's going to be more of a just monthly potluck with a theme with my friends, and we'll do it at my house, and it'll be a really good time. I'm really excited. I'm also nervous, and I'm running late. So I gotta get started now. The theme for this one is Lunar New Year because that's happening soon. What I'm making is two Chinese dishes from a restaurant that I like that's local. Spicy fried tofu and kind of these garlic pea shoots. So those are two of my favorites from that restaurant, and I'm really excited to try and make it at home and show you guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is drain and press the tofu to get as much water out as I can. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'll be back. Okay, I've got 2 blocks of tofu, and I'm going to press them one at a time. If you have a tofu press at home, I would recommend using that, but I don't. So I'm gonna do it like this. I've got this lid and then this bag of beans that's pretty heavy, and I'm hoping that is going to get some water out. So I'll let that go for a little while, and I'm gonna move that to the side so I can keep doing other stuff. This is some leftover peanut oil I have from the last time I did a deep fry, and I saved it. So I'm gonna reuse this for the deep frying this time. I think it's really cool. I've been scared of deep frying for a while, but it's not as bad as I thought. You know, you can save a lot of the oil. It's not as messy as I thought it was, and it's not as scary once you kind of take it slower. I think the biggest issue I was having before is I was trying to do too large of batches in the amount of oil I had, but if I'm able to just slow down and do like half a tofu block at a time, for example, the oil temperature doesn't drop too much, and everything fries really nicely. So yeah, I'm excited that I'm getting a little more into deep frying. It's kind of unlocking a whole new space in cooking for me, so there might be more content there. I don't think it's the most friendly if you're in a dorm room, but maybe it's something to look forward to trying. I'm gonna work on getting the garlic ready for the pea shoots. So I'm just chopping it roughly here. It doesn't need to be that fine because I'm gonna do a second pass. My knife skills are not very good. I still don't curl my fingers the way I should, but I don't think it should stop you from cooking. You know, you just get a little better every time, and you do it however you feel comfortable, whatever you think is safest. But some general recommendations I would have is, if you are cutting things like vegetables or garlic and they're fairly solid and not too big, something that really speeds me up is keeping the tip of the knife down on the cutting board when I do my motions, because I've seen people kind of go up and down, and that's just not really as fast, I think. So if you're able to go like this, you can get a pretty good mince going pretty quickly. I don't want cooking to seem scary to anyone. I think everything can kind of scale back. Anyone can make any recipe, I think. It just might take you a little longer, and you might need to figure some stuff out, but everyone can do it. Okay, now I'm gonna make the sauce for the garlic pea shoots. And what I'm doing here is I'm getting everything ready before I go to the stove so that when I get over there, there's no kind of rushing around and messing things up. That's cornstarch so that it gets thick when I stir fry it. Even if you don't have a measuring spoon, using something like a spoon to measure before you put it in can be useful so that you don't like over pour whatever it is that you're mixing into your sauce. So that looks pretty much good to me. It's just garlic and a cornstarch slurry pretty much. And that's why I love Chinese vegetable preparation. It's just so simple, but it tastes really good still. Let's get back to the tofu. That's looking like pretty good to me. I want to not waste too much time, so I'm gonna move on to pressing the other block. Alright, that's the second block of tofu getting pressed, and now I'm gonna move it to the side and work on this first block. Okay, so I'm just gonna slice it into these cubes. The way I like to do that is kind of like 1, yeah, let's do 5, and then 4. Boom. So now I've got these cubes, and now I'm gonna just try to dry them as best I can. If you guys know a better way to do this, I would love to hear suggestions, because I think this is my least favorite part of making this fried tofu dish. It's just kind of annoying to dry all of this. I'm gonna try putting a paper towel down underneath and then spreading these on there. Yeah, I don't know. This is probably the most tedious and time-consuming part, so let me know if you have suggestions. Yep. Doop 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 doop. I'm just gonna eat this. If you didn't know, you can eat tofu blocks raw from the store. I'm curious if anyone doesn't like tofu. I'd love to hear what you don't like about it, because I grew up eating it, so I feel like I can't imagine not liking it. I love tofu, but I can understand, like, I mean, there's some foods that I don't like, and if something's new, it can be kind of scary. So, okay, that's pretty dry, I think, and it's gonna get coated in cornstarch, so it doesn't need to be perfect. So let's get started on the cornstarch coating. The idea is just to get like a really light coating here. Oh, lost some. That's just about where I want it, I think. I'm gonna add just a little more and give it one more shake. That is a lot. I'm gonna wash this. So I'm about to start frying, and it's gonna get really loud, so I might mute this part of the video. The oil is at 375 degrees-ish, which is about what I want. I'm gonna go in smaller batches so I don't drop the temperature too much, and we'll just see how it goes. I'll show you guys how it fries up. Alright, so I've got my fried tofu, and now I'm gonna toss it in the like spicy kind of salt and sauce. And now I'm gonna keep it warm in my oven. So I'll show you what it looks like after I finish tossing it. You want to do this while it's still pretty hot so that it sticks better, I think. But I am no expert at deep frying, so correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm tossing it in some garlic salt and some white pepper. And then this is kind of my secret sauce here. This is chili oil. I made this a while ago, but it's still really potent. And I've got these like chili chunks at the bottom, so I think I'm gonna try and toss it with some of that. That was addicting. I don't want to stop eating it, and that's a good sign. I'm gonna have this last piece, and then I'm putting it in the oven so my friends can have some. Now I'm gonna show you the garlic pea shoots that I'm doing, and yeah, let's go over to the stove. Okay, so I'm done cooking now, and now I just have to clean. So I'll show you the final dishes. That is the garlic pea shoots. I think it's looking good. I tasted it. I'm hoping people get here soon because I don't think it'll stay good forever. And then down here in the oven, I've got my tofu just chilling there. So yeah. I'll show you the final stuff in a second, but that's what I made. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Thanks, everyone.
Alright, supper club's over. These are all leftovers from